the producer, it was a young lady, walks in for our segment and she said, "What are you building?" I said, "I'm building a bagger." She goes, "Oh, no, you're not." I said, "No, I really am." And she goes, "No, you're not." I said, "Then you can pack up your cameras and you can leave because you're not paying me to do this.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
You need me to be the lions, the tigers, and the bears for your circus. So go ahead, get out." We weren't off
Wow.
to a good start. She walked outside. She called Hugh King, and he was bummed out. And he said, "Well, just so they know, they're going to lose, right?
Hmm.
Because Jay Hart's going to build a cool little bobber, and he's going to beat him, right?" I'm like, "It's okay." Then the next thing was she said, "Okay, here's the deal. It's going to be you versus Jay Hart. You got to, trash talk him. He's going to trash talk you. We got to create some controversy. This is how
Drama.
it's going to work.
Uh-huh.
This is how this whole deal goes down." And I said, "Well, not really." I said, "Because I build my bikes with a team. And this is my team of people I've selected, and they're all here. And we're going to get on these 10 bikes, and we're going to go out there and we're going to ride up. Five of them are full time employees. Five of the guys are here just to help with the build off. And we're going to pull up, and you're going to film every one of them as we walk in the door as
That's
Team
That's
awesome,
Clockwork."
man.
awesome, dude.
Let's go, Brian. Heck
And
yeah.
then they said, "No, we're not." I said, "Again, I've asked you once. You can do it again. You can leave right now." She goes, "They're just going to cut it anyway, Brian." And I said, "Yeah, but they don't have a chance to cut it if you don't film it."
Hmm.
That's right.
She's like, "I'm sick of arguing with you. Pull up on your bikes. Guys, film what they're doing. Brian, we're going to cut it." I said, "It's fine." We pulled up on our bikes. We all walked in. You can go watch the season 3, episode 10
I've
or
seen that
11,
a
whatever it
million
is,
times.
Brian
Yep.
Clock versus Jay Hart, and you'll see it happen. As the show goes on, Jay's like pounding his chest early on. "I do this, I do that, I weld, I do all these things." Well, yes and no, right? And all of a sudden, in the middle of it, he's sitting there with a beer in his chair, and he's frustrated, and he thinks he's not going to make it. It was so bad that Discovery people called me and said, "Will you call Jay and tell him what you're building?" I
Hmm.
said, "I absolutely will." I called Jay and I said, "Jay, don't worry about it. You got this in the bag. I'm fixing to lose." He goes, "What do you mean, Brian?" I said, "I'm building a bagger and I'm going down. It's okay. I'm doing it my way." He got the courage up. He called some guys in, and if you'll see at the end of the show, he brings all these people in. They're all helping him
Yeah.
finish his bike.